Hello, beautiful artist or aspiring artist. Today, I am going to be giving you my 12-month roadmap if you want to become an artist going from 0 to 100 in 1 year's time. Yes, 1 year's time. So, who am I and why am I qualified to be able to support you in this? Well, I've became an artist at a later age in my life, in my late 20s, early 30s, and I've been able to be a professional working artist ever since then for 17 years. I now teach and help mentor and help other artists make their dreams come true. And I want you to be able to make your dream come true no matter what kind of artist it is that you want to become. Now, it took me a lot longer than a year to become a professional artist, but you know what they say, hindsight is 2020, and I have so much more wisdom and perspective now after all of the struggles that I went through. And I want this year to be the year that you actually do the damn thing and become an artist and make your dream come true. So I'm going to break out your notepad. I'm going to give you my month by month plan, detailed plan and roadmap that is proven to get you from point 0 to point 100 by the end of this year. All right, here's the plan. Month one, you're just going to get started. You're going to get started. I'm going to give you some practical tips on each of these, but I want you to get started. Okay, so many times we just have this dream or even just this idea. Sometimes you just have to get started to even find out if this is something that you are committed to or you want to stick with. So the first thing I want you to do in month one on your journey, and you can start this anytime, doesn't have to be January, okay? But month one on your journey, I want you to sign up for a class. Sign up for a class. Stop just doing this random artwork whenever you are so-called inspired, because we all know that that rarely happens. I want you to sign up for a class that's going to give you the education that you need right away. It's also going to build in some accountability for you right away. Focus on fundamentals whenever you're looking for a class. Either sign up for a drawing class, just building basic drawing skills, or sign up for a basic painting class of some kind. Okay, I want you to gather some art supplies. Whatever the class is that you sign up for, get the material list, get the art supplies. You can buy more art supplies if you want to. Just go and gather materials that you're going to need to create. And I want you to also set up a place to work in month one, whether that's an easel, whether that is a drawing table, whatever the case may be, make sure that you have a designated space to create in your home. Okay, if you don't have that, you're more likely not to do it, not to create. It could be as simple as here is your cup of pencils and your sketchbook that is always open on the coffee table, for example. Okay. Your task homework number 3 for month one is to create a vision board. All right. Basically get clarity on who you are wanting to become as an artist, what kind of success you want to have by the end of this year. Okay. You're going to create a sense of a why. Why do you want to do this? Just write that down right now. Why do I want to become an artist in 1 year's time? Why do I want to commit to my art? And I also want you to write about your goals. What is it that you're wanting to achieve with this? If you go all in, if you fully commit to this year, what is it that you really envision and dream of happening for you by the end of the year? Okay, and what are you willing to commit to? What goals are you willing to commit to? Whatever comes to mind, just take time, pause the video, journal that out. Then I want you to come up with a reward for yourself, a very special reward for the end of the year. Maybe that is buying an expensive easel, or Yeah, I don't know what it is, what it could be. It could be a set of expensive brushes that you want to splurge on. Maybe it's taking a travel workshop somewhere by the end of the year. But think about something that you can give yourself by the end of this year if you follow through on this plan. Okay. All right. Month two, we're moving into month two. You're going to keep doing the things that you did the prior month as we go here. But month two, I want you to get in the habit, build a daily practice habit. Notice I said the word practice, okay? We're not going for professionalism and perfectionism just yet. I just want you to build your practice muscle, your daily habit practice muscle. So commit to at least 1 hour a day to doing your art, whether that's sketching in your sketchbook for 1 hour a day, whether that's painting 1 hour a day, or maybe alternating the two each day. But I want you to commit to 1 hour daily for month two. Month two, if it's February, 28 days. Okay. But for month two, you're going to commit to 1 hour a day. What can also help you with this, and I highly recommend that you do this, is to sign up for a 30-day challenge. You can do a quick Google search, 30-day art challenge, sketching challenge. Find a challenge that you can join and sign up for. A lot of times there's Facebook groups that are doing things like this, but sign up for a 30-day challenge, okay? And get going on that. That will also help build in some accountability as well, because you'll have, and you also have people on your team and allies who are doing the same thing with you and can help you stay inspired and motivated on your journey. But 1 hour, and remember, practice, not perfection. It does not have to be great. It probably won't be great. It's probably a lot of the things that you create are probably not going to be up to your standards. I've got news for you. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the way that works. All right, so remember, Rome was not built in a day, right? So you're going to have to show up and get through what I call that suck stage, right? Like this is just the sucky stage. You're like this gooey embryo of an artist that can't even hardly do anything for yourself. So just be patient and just show up and consistently practice each day, 1 hour a day. And then celebrate that, of course, at the end of the month, that you followed through and that you did the damn thing for, 1 month, for 30 days. Okay, month number 3, you're going to explore different materials. This is a mistake that I myself made early on that really prolonged the amount of time it took for me to become an artist. And I see a lot of other people make this mistake as well. So month number 3, you're going to explore different materials. Okay. Don't settle right away on the first material. That's why I also think it's a good idea. The first class that you sign up for is just some kind of basic drawing class. That is, kind of low investment, but really focuses on those fundamentals, because no matter what kind of artist you want to become, drawing skills are a must always. Okay, so I don't want you to settle right away. I stuck with acrylic paint for way too long, for 2 years. And I just thought that I was not ever going to be a painter. And then finally, at some point, I tried oils and I just immediately responded to oils. So month 3, so that you don't fall into that trap it took me 2 years to get out of, I want you to, just avoid the trap altogether in month 3. I want you to try it all, right? Watercolor, pastel, colored pencil, perhaps, oil, acrylic, wash, maybe it's encaustic. Pick, I would say, at least 3 different mediums, and try them this month. Nah, let's up that to 4. Okay. Let's up it to 4. Try one different medium each week. Okay. And if you can find a tutorial in each of those mediums, whether that's for free on YouTube, or if you actually want to pay and sign up for a class for each of those materials, do that as well. Okay. Because getting instruction in how to use them is very important. Getting quality education, someone's showing you how to use the material is very important. So pick 4 of those in the month of 3, or at least three in the month of 3, and sign up for a class or watch some quality tutorials, which is sometimes hard to find on YouTube. But try your hand at some different materials. Now, if you're like I was back then, I kind of blew my whole money wad on acrylics right from the get-go. I spent a lot of money on all these acrylic brushes and all the paints, like 30 tubes of paint, and all these materials and mediums for acrylic. And then part of the reason why I stuck with it for 2 years was because I'd spent so much money on all this material. So don't do that. And then I wouldn't allow myself to spend more. I'm going to do a whole other video on how to create art, whenever you're on a tight budget or, are needing to be more frugal as well. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. But keep your cost investment very minimal in the beginning, okay? Try to just get the most basic colors. A lot of times you can find paintbrushes that are good for oil and acrylic, both, so that can, kind of cut down on that. But don't let the cost stop you, right? Like, how much do you really want to make this happen for yourself this year? And I can tell you that a lot of times people lose momentum because they just haven't found the right medium or material for them. It is a strange thing. It seems strange, but it's really not. It's like we're all different, and so one person might have a lot of natural understanding with watercolor, but not really. Oil maybe doesn't make sense to them, or they don't like the way the oil feels, and vice versa. So explore with at least 3 materials in month 3. Okay, moving on to month 4 on your 12-month blueprint here to become an artist. You're going to need to study art history. Okay, this so helped me, and I'm really thankful that I dove into this early on. Okay, I want you to get yourself a mix of, an art history book. You can, get them on Thrift Books or Amazon, or go to your local library. Start looking at art history. Look at all of the artists who have come before you. You can also go to, Barnes and Noble, something like that, and get some art magazines. I do recommend, though, that you're not just looking at contemporary artists. I want you to also really study that art history. Okay, this is going to help you be able to identify where you want to go and what you respond to. Therefore, the next step is exploring your style. So this is going to feed month 5. Okay, so you're going to get books. You're going to go visit museums in month 4. Okay, museums and maybe a variety of galleries. Again, I would say at least try to balance contemporary living artists with deceased artists 50-50. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that, evenly. And the next thing you're going to do is master copies in month 4. Okay, so I want you to pick a master artist that you want to study from and learn from, and do a master copy of their work. Okay, this is really going to help deepen your understanding of, first of all, the skill set that they possessed, and also you're going to learn from their success whenever you're copying. You're going to learn like why that painting works so well. Why is that painting? Why has that painting survived all of these centuries or decades, right?